Hello, everybody. Lord Wallace here. I'm here to give not an apology, but more of just an update on what's been going on with me, this channel, Pokemon specifically, and my attitudes about the whole situation. And I know what y'all are thinking, but no, I'm not here to come out and tell you all that I'm going to be quitting Pokemon or anything like that. Because honestly, Pokemon will always be the center of this channel. I've said it before and I will say it again. Even if I've temporarily lost all motivation for playing the game, I feel like if it ever got to the point where I just never wanted to play Pokemon again, or just completely drop it, then that would honestly just be the end of Lord Wallace then and there. I would be coming out and saying, you know what, it's been fun, but YouTube is done for me. Maybe I'll start another channel in the future, but that's it. Like, the last thing I would do is betray the people who subscribe to me, because I know that most of you, all 900 of you, subscribed for Pokemon content. And as long as I can provide that, that's about, to the extent that I can provide that is the extent to which I will be uploading, which will explain the lack of content for the past, like, the lack of like substantive content for the past couple of months. I really don't know when it really just clicked for me that I didn't want to play Pokemon anymore. And it's not exactly even because I wasn't getting any enjoyment out of the game. It just felt all too stagnant in more ways than one. Not only did I feel like the metagame was stagnant at the time, but I was just stagnant as a player. I didn't feel myself progressing. I didn't feel myself getting any better, mostly because I wasn't putting enough time into it. Like, it had gotten to a point where I would literally only play Pokemon to upload. Yet I still wanted to be kind of serious about it, like as a competitive player, try it out for World Cup, sign up for tournaments, and all of that. And I never really got anywhere because I wasn't putting the time and effort in. And because of that, I just kind of lost the motivation to play. I didn't see an end game. I didn't see I didn't get any real satisfaction out of playing the game like that anymore. So I just dropped it and started uploading less, because I obviously know that this channel's content, the other stuff that I upload, doesn't get nearly as much attention, and I get even less motivation to upload that stuff, even if I enjoy those particular games more at the moment. It's just a reality of life that an obvious reality that the content that I started with and got my channel popular with is the stuff that gets the most attention. So I'm not going to sit here and whine and bitch about how, like, my other content that I happen to like more at that moment isn't getting the views and the interaction that I want. And I always try and make these excuses like, oh, well, when this new Pokemon game comes up, that's when I'll get serious again. This is why I haven't been making any videos on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because it doesn't have any weight in terms of how much more or less I'll be interested in Pokemon. Nothing in Ultra Sun or Moon will get me any more interested by itself towards Pokemon. That's a passion that I have to rebuild on my own. So yeah, that's basically the reason why I haven't been cashing in on this Ultra Sun and Moon hype. Or why I will know. I've said stuff in the past like, oh, when Sun and Moon drops, that's when I'm gonna get real serious about Pokemon content. And then I'll end up dropping that shit like 2 months later anyway. Well, actually, I went a little bit longer this time, but that's usually what'll happen. I'll have like hiatuses every once in a while. This is not a new thing for me if you've been on this channel for very long. So then I thought, oh, it's because I'm busy. I just have a lot of stuff going on, but I really didn't. I had quite a bit of time in between graduating from my undergrad and starting my master's program, which I already have this fall. I had that entire summer to do stuff with this channel with quite a lot of time, and I didn't do it. So then I said, you know what, maybe it's just all the thinking involved in Pokemon, all the rigor. I mean, don't get me wrong, competitive Pokemon is a rigorous game, requires a lot. It's very thought intensive, thinking about your next move, what the optimal move is, thinking about the end game, thinking long term, as Mr. Jamvad would say. And maybe I just needed a break from all that. I needed to game purely for my relaxation and leisure for a while. But then I started to realize that the games I've been playing in my absence, like, okay, let me give you an idea. The games I've been playing these past couple months in my absence include Fire Emblem Awakening on Lunatic, Fire Emblem Conquest on Lunatic, Darkest Dungeon, XCOM Enemy Within, and Enemy Unknown, the new DLC for XCOM 2, Street Fighter 5, Final Fantasy 3 on the DS, Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings, and Overwatch. So, oh, and Dark Souls 1 and 3. So, I don't really mean to wank myself off too much, even though I know it's going to come off that way, but like, these are some damn hard games. These are not lightweights in terms of the intensity required and the focus required. These are some pretty damn rigorous games. So then I kind of came to the conclusion that it wasn't that either. It was just Pokemon itself. I had to come to terms with the idea that it was Pokemon itself, competitive Pokemon as a game itself, that I was losing interest in. And that's been the reason why I haven't been compelled to upload. But I'm here to say that I'm going to try and bring it back. I still love YouTube at the end of the day. I get a dopamine rush every time I get interaction on my videos or likes and stuff like that, and the sheer act of uploading and putting my content out to the world. So I am going to try to give Pokemon another shot after a couple of months of not playing it at all. I'm not going to play as seriously. I'm not going to delude myself into thinking that I'm on my way to becoming like a Grand Slam winner or anything like that, or an OST winner. I'm just going to play at my own pace. If that means that one day I record Pokemon and I'm not really into it, and I rewatch it and it feels phoned in and trash, I won't upload it. I'll just delete it and come back another day. Try again. So the Pokemon is slowly but surely going to come back, because that is the crux of this channel and always will be. And I'll be rebuilding my passion for the game at my own pace. And that doesn't mean that there won't be other games on this channel anymore. I'll still upload Dark Souls from time to time. I've been on a huge Fire Emblem kick. I just haven't decided what to upload from those games, but I will be uploading Fire Emblem stuff. Darkest Dungeon. But I don't want to leave my subscribers that subscribe for Pokemon out hanging. I don't want to like lead you guys on. And I do hate it when other YouTubers do this kind of thing and think that they can keep their fans after moving in a completely 180 direction. Yeah, but please don't take this. I also don't want people to take this as like, oh, well, he's going to try and just force Pokemon onto himself now. That's not really the thing either, because I still do like Pokemon. I still do have a love for the series as a whole. I just need to rebuild my passion for competitive Pokemon. Like, part of something I can do to spice up the Pokemon content, I really need to be better at organizing videos that I can do with friends. I can get Dan on, Scott, Fletcher, any of them. If they could do a video with me on Pokemon Showdown, I feel like I would get so much more enjoyment out of that, because the majority of the Showdown videos I do are by myself. And over time, just doing Showdown Live after Showdown Live by myself can really weigh me down, particularly because I face the challenge of making the videos entertaining by myself with nobody to like bounce off of or banter with. So I think that's actually a huge issue that I will be addressing with the future Pokemon videos. And hopefully that way I won't be so burnt out after uploading like a week's worth of Pokemon content. So, yep, I just wanted to reassure you guys with that and tell you all what my game plan is for reigniting the Pokemon content on the channel, and ultimately, just moving forward and having fun with doing YouTube once again.